Hi, we are back in Mumbai for another episode of This Is My Architecture. I am Abhishek Mahanti from AWS, and with me today I have Karan Agarwal from Delhivery. Welcome, Karan.
Thanks for having me here.
Great. So, Karan, Delhivery is a pretty well known brand in this part of the world. I mean, you ensure that we receive our packages on time when we shop online, and we love shopping online, right? But for the sake of our viewers, why don't you tell us what all Delhivery does?
Delhivery is India's leading supply chain company. Delhivery's aim is to build operating system for commerce in India. Delhivery manages logistics end to end, right from the fulfillment center to the customer's doorstep.
I see. And give us a sense of the scale at which you operate.
Okay, so a package journey from your shopping cart to your doorstep involves 100 million events which are generated across a fleet, a network of facilities, automated machines, manpower, and vehicles. Uh, a package being picked up from Shanghai and a delivery happening in Mumbai involves 3,000 plus facilities which are working
Wow.
24/7, 365 days a year to deliver your favorite headset at your doorstep. And most importantly, we are reaching 11 households every second.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's significant numbers. Pretty impressive. So, to run a business like that, right? What are the set of challenges that you face?
Managing events at this scale, managing transaction happening across different platforms like facilities, vehicles, doorsteps is something that is a challenge that we're trying to solve here. Building workflows, managing them.
And that's what we are going to talk about, right?
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
why don't you take us through how you're solving it?
So in this architecture, we have our clients. We have mobile and web-based clients. All the mobile and web-based clients are talking directly to our services. Our services are based on a fleet of containers, lambdas, and serverless stacks.
I see.
All the events that are getting generated inside the services are going into Kinesis directly from our applications. Uh, from services to Kinesis, we have Kinesis producer library that is sitting in between on fleet of services. Uh, from Kinesis, our lambdas get involved, and from lambdas they scale up and they deliver events to Elasticsearch. From lambdas we fan out these events to workflows across our downstream services. Uh, and yeah, so lambdas help us scale distribution of all these events. Yeah.
Great. So you mentioned about 100 million events, and they all are hitting your services layer, right? So, how have you architected your services layer for scale?
So, for example, on the scale front, we have a service which is sitting here, uh, which is serving Kinesis producer library on. It's a thrift-based service.
I see.
On top of thrift, KPL is sitting. Uh, from our services, all the events which are getting generated are going to this service
Yeah.
from a thrift client. Uh, the response time between a thrift client to the thrift server is less than 15 ms.
Okay.
Kinesis producer library internally implements micro batching and works on protocol buffers asynchronously, which helps us gain this performance.
Cuts down
Yeah.
on time. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. And tell us what's happening here.
So MongoDB is the core of our system.
Okay.
All the transactions happening on top of a package, like a package incoming happening at a facility, or a bag getting added to a trip, or delivery happening at a customer's doorstep. All those transactions are happening on top of our MongoDB. This is like a event store to us.
Okay.
So once all the events are written on top of MongoDB, here, all the events go into Kafka. From Kafka, we have a fleet of consumers which are on ECS, and those consumers then push all the events into S3.
You're storing all the events here. in
Yeah,
the
so
S3,
S3 is our data lake.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. And I see you've got SNS here as well.
Yeah, so from S3, we have certain notifications that we try to fan out from SNS.
Okay. So these are S3 event notifications. You use Lambda to push it into SNS,
Correct,
right?
correct.
And this is where you send communication to your clients.
We send communication to the client using the AWS SMS services on top of SNS.
I see.
We also use SNS extensively to fan out these events and sort of build other workflows which are consuming all these events.
I see. So you've got set of downstream applications who are configured as subscribers
Absolutely.
to SNS, and they receive these events as well
yeah.
too, for further processing and all.
Absolutely.
Great. I see you've got API gateway here. Tell us a bit about what it does there.
So we use API Gateway to open up our entire system to the outside world.
Yeah.
All the order tracking, any updates on top of orders like cancellation of a shipment or a customer asking for a delayed delivery, all those scans are coming or all those events are coming on our API Gateway. From our API Gateway, we call our order management service, which manages all the transactions, all the CRUD-based transactions on top of MongoDB.
I see. So this is basically the portal for your clients that you service.
Right.
This is great. So what's next? What are you planning to do next on your system?
Next on our roadmap is doing containerization using Kubernetes and also exploring ECS. Also, we want to set up event bus architecture. For event bus architecture, we are exploring Dynamo Streams and DynamoDB.
Yeah, that will take the overhead away of managing your own data stores. Right?
That's fun. Yeah.
Fantastic. This has been really great, Karan. Plenty of learnings out of this. Thanks for coming here today and sharing your architecture with us. It's very insightful. Right? And thank you for watching. This is my architecture.
Thank you.